Hi, this is Pam from the Lincoln Library. Welcome to part two of business resources. So I'm on lec.edu and I'm going to click on library, research guides, and then business research. So in part two, I'm going to focus on a couple of databases that give us a lot of company information, market analysis, industry, market trends, and things like that. So I'm going to choose first company information. Business Source Complete does have the ability to give us a lot of company reports and industry market reports and things like that. I covered this database in part one. So if you're interested in using that, you may want to view the first video in this series. So right now I'm going to choose Mergent Online. So the basic search um, lets you put in a company name to get company reports and things. So I'm going to enter in my company and I get a lot of information. So all these tabs here um, give me different types of information about the same company. Very helpful. And annual reports and company reports, if I choose one of those, will give me a list of reports to choose from. I check the boxes of the reports I'm interested in and click download, and then I will get those specific reports. And if I would like to create my own reports to compare different companies, I can do that too. So up here at the top right where we have the company name and the symbol, to the right we click on plus for add to company analysis list. And then here on the middle right, my Mergent tools, it tells me that I have chosen one company out of possible 500 that I am able to choose to do a company analysis thing. So if I were to choose more companies, then I could create my own reports by selecting which ones I want to move over to that top right box. I can select data items from the bottom left and move them to the bottom right in order to create my own custom report. Then on the bottom, I would either click on download report or email report, and it gives me my own custom report. So going back, advanced search. Oh, I'm sorry. First on the top left here, go to search. Advanced search. This gives me more fields to fill in, to choose, to search for companies. And then I have all of these other tabs for different information I can search if I would like to. And this help button up here, upper right, gives me information about all these specific tabs. So whatever tab I'm on, the help button will explain how they get that information, what information it includes. So while I'm here on the help page, if I go down here to home and scroll all the way to the bottom, this is a link to an MLA and APA citation guide. So that will be very helpful if I'm using any of this information for a class assignment. Because citing data from a database like this is different than citing a journal article or a book. So this guide gives me tips on how to cite data from a website such as this. So very helpful. So I'm going to go back to my research guides, my business research guides, and choose market trends. So BizMiner is very good for industry market analysis and industry profiles, excuse me. And I get a choice of 3 types of profiles to research: industry, financial, industry, market, and company profile. So let's look at this one. I click on start researching. Then I select an industry. I pick a random one. And then I click somewhere else on the page to get rid of this list. Market area and sales class. When I choose those, sometimes if I choose something, an area a little too small or a sales class that's too specific, then it may not be able to produce that report for me. So you just kind of have to. So that's why right now I'm just going to do US and industry wide. And then you can see here it produces a report for me, and I have the Access Now button. So if Access Now was not in that dark blue, then it would give me a message saying that it can't produce a report with the sales class I've chosen or something. Then you know that you have to pick something a little bit wider, either market area or sales class with a wider area or bigger class. But I click on Access Now, and then I have to click on Access Now again in the middle of the page, and it's loading my report. And um, it just takes a minute or two, and then I can download my report. So going back to my three types of reports, industry market profile works very similar to the one I just showed you. Company profile, it will just give me a box to enter in a company name and the state that I want to look at, what state in the United States, and then I would click on Access Now, and then I get a table of contents on the left side of the screen to show me what types of information it produced on my company. And so that is about it. I'll just show you citing business sources. So these links take you to guides that explain all about the APA style. So you can produce reference lists or cite your sources in your assignment. Again, citing information, reports, data from sites like BizMiner or Mergent Online is a little bit different than books and journal articles and things. So here's a here's a link from the instructions that I showed you on Mergent Online, the link that I showed you on Mergent Online in the help section. Again, there's the information to help you cite your data. So please, if you have any questions, contact the librarian. Thank you.